Hi viewers, welcome to the Sack Effect Show. Um, Today I decided not to really comment on so many things, but then I realized that in as much as it's possible for you to be quiet, sometimes you need to address some issues, and I feel the people we call the entertainment pandists are not just being real, they are being hypocrites. Excuse me, when I say hypocrites in this sense, I'm not trying to insult someone. I'm just trying to say they are not being real. I feel people go on television and then they portray a different aspect of themselves. And it's so wrong. It takes human to understand human, and that should be one factual statement. Now, I'll end this video by saying something, but before I start, there's this video I saw on UTV, and they are United Showbiz. Then you had there's Mr. Logic, and then Miss G talking about Sarkodie, and then for me personally, I feel these people are not even being real with us. And then it's funny how you have people also thinking like this. Let's first watch what they said, and I'll come back to address some of the issues they said.
And I will be fair with the issue. I think just a guy says when some artists almost share their kata many year let's face it. Sarkodie or your artist is a brand or a nipa. Say me buy a crown, say me no kasa me catch a couple me say no message we one respond. Now who explain say be our now to me respond and all that. At that moment, I me send no message and I was expecting a reply, a response. I waited another 2-3 I wasn't hearing from you. But I saw that it had blue tick. Yeah. I'm so okay, why are you so busy? But then within me, why wouldn't he at least say that I'll get back to you? Me nipa, if I feel that way, I want to make us say wrong. And now, I didn't say be a couple, car ball area. Me general says here, whatever you were doing, because be general responding right there. And you know, I'm human to feel say you've ignored me, but then you are busy. But some people are watching my case, so me, I'm busy. But in Sarkodie's case, I said, but you can say, yeah, you were busy, the timing was wrong, probably didn't feel the song here and there. But if one or more people start sharing the same issue on a particular person, there should be some iota of truth in there. Because some of us, we can also share our experience. And I think the SAC should change. Let's face it, SAC should change. Materials is here, no? It's a Bulldog framing. Not as a logic. Once it's coming from Bulldog or it's coming from A+, Charlie, let's start to understand, say, we need to learn to hold each other's down. What I say? Funny say Bulldog are framing, so logic, I mean, what is PR there? That could be big than anything. But once it's coming from Bulldog, it's a man of some premium. Whoa, Saka ignore so many of these industry players. Let me face it. I can say by force say a collabo. When people reach out to you, your business proposals are which me attend down because you don't know the person. For instance, Abeku Afrel, Osak, the person can be no di collabo in Komobi. Once it is Abeku, you need to at least apply some level of premium on the person. This is Abeku calling you. Because once upon a time, these guys have been there for you. Me person may come back to time. Me also be share a video. Be say Samini was making music money before Saki. When they ensure that I make us say will be in the time or the baby. But then there were people who also Sak needed those times when he was coming up. And I'm sure say when he was coming up, he reached out to other people and they helped him out. Maybe I'm not recording but I'm sure he has done so many underground collabos with other people. Even Edem crowd was also grieving. Say, or no Edem, it was Edem's track. Never met Sarkodie. As in, saw him on the screens. But when I was on XFM, Sak used to come there on the Duncan show. Me who know every day. Come on.
On the screen, Edem's.
Yeah, Edem's own grievance on the
comment. I was telling my guy that the day I would post screenshots from 2011 to date on how people sound via text when they need you versus how they sound on radio, Ghana go explode with laughter emojis. I pray I don't have a crazy episode for that to happen to the boys and girls. Here again, this is no news from Edem.
To me, it's news.
It's not the first time.
Abe, do you know why it's news? Industry, I say this guy, Nasty C, came out and said that he met Sark and so shaky hands, Sark sidestepped him.
They came out to deny that and no credit.
Sark again the credit,
yes.
Nasty C.
Sark
again the credit, but Nasty did a song with it. Do you think the guy will lie? I mean, deny that you can deny, but why would he lie? That's number one.
Na so Sark, Nasty C nye Ghana. No, she said our biggest artist, Nasa Obi Babe Allergy, at the Asema to so. No say, Onokra, Ombre and Wasina, Omfa Bukakra, and Ma, which is right because if you look at the pedigree of Sarko there and Nasty C need to, give some respect to Sark. It is a Sark saying, no cry. Obi to me to chill.
Abe, when we say we all support our own, but no cry where back up. Sasemo aye king, say yan can ye in view a hand there. It is going on. Yan can you a hand there because you don't know when you need him. Maybe I know what timelines. Nipa there's a ubu nipa, maybe ubu nipa. There's nothing like you keep waiting. We all make time for people. And I make us say, "Sa collabo in sense me aye king." Samini asamo kanyanti say. I guess maybe he is bitter. Samini said that his own verse he gave Sark was the same day. But what I say, he could have also waited. But maybe for the respect he has for Sark. Oh yeah, hold on. I didn't only there they also on chain. What chain is also on sending song 1, song 2, no good to chain. And yet, we are Sabi, officer, you are so important than the rest of your colleagues. And yet, because we are working in an ecosystem, we need each other. Me, I think that behavior of Sark, I guess also son. I guess also son because some of us, we've heard people say other things also. We've started on platforms independently, but maybe a comedy. No more counteracting. Maybe they got theirs. Into it's not about defense, it's about the truth. Last on my submission, your friend is saying, so be saying you have the right to tell the person, say, and
on Sark because Sark in some doors.
I guess Sark in some way the general collabo policy.
Bob Marley, feature no nyina ebe any ghost anyway you ebe bounty. I don't want you to exhaust your points, Okay. Mami bra Miss G, so Miss G, in some of allergy against Sark. Enye ne. Omaka they keep going. They be omo say on fake calls, monsieur on show up. When they off sending the verse or say but they still keep going. I don't know call that is all. I don't know call that is. Do you think it's fair? Say artists back wajidi obia per se on any collaborating. Na me nipa you say do also entakrache no aya na edom enisa no obakufo. Do you think they are being fair to Sarko there?
Sir, there's another one. Me, names and my but you hear also that they say that uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. And once you're wearing the crown there, easy. First, I mean, taking it from the point, say the cracks of Samini issue, with Sarko there is response. On only problem is also one feature can be betray me, men holding me, and. If you look at time pass, last no Obi cited 7 different artists. Only had them here, but shoot music video, what prepare a costume at all, you don't show up. Only Yemi Alade, something about a song, collaboration, you don't show up, she doesn't hear from you. Freddie Mercury gives you a call or reach out to you to do a collaboration with you, you don't respond to the old man. Now, at least no call and then the entire hard dream. And you're one of the so nipa back we be no interested says now can and he was too busy on me in back say kwa kesi recently also said the same thing. Inti eya dos do esa na akoye say sa na woti usuban no umbu ni participation as Samini feels. And for me no, I don't fault Samini in any way. Me I pass that stage where I tell people how to respond or deal with their emotions. E you no feeling no no feel say and can say can be betrayal no. Not man holding you on. Or no so as stating emphatically say on kon in chambium copevers. If you see that tweet or see or no, even if Sarkodie needs it, he's not ready to give it. Into at least or no stop you. The people who keep going back, they keep going back because he's the one wearing the crown. He's part of the biggest artists. Perhaps on also feel say on your endorsement obe blue. So communicate with the people. Last meeting so come on Hits FM say sometimes they're mood and sometimes you are not just in the mood to jump on a song, which is fair. You have every right to decline. So abeku sa wunyum we die. Any me way in Shia, maybe another time. Then I get it back to you. It is good PR that Omwa wa bless you omunyum dano. Mano. But we should not take away the fact say ebimunsu ye embittered. When we a few people omakasao, omu kasa ye no, ewo. We don't take away the fact say why ya maybe when omu appreciate no, but also no should be. And I was glad when Samini kasa ye no. I think Adam Joshua also will be sending a message. And also, advice is well taken because on those outlining artists now, what decline on man they have been bittered because Abia one show up for video shoot and now one show up and kashi and show. Yes, and you create a certain impression. But for PR now, man is whether it's engineered, whether it's just coincidental, whatever it is, no, it is good. At least it erases, some part of thoughts now for but it doesn't stop there.
Do you think it's a PR, a plan?
Oh, of course.
A plan,
it could be engineered.
Communication, a public information to, as it were, divert people's attention. Is it coming from the
could be engineered
or friends who vibe with him? You see, Arnold Kabibi, and I agree with him that you see, I can say industry we say that on our lips, but in reality, no, it's not true.
It's long. It was very, very long. However, I decided to shorten it here. Let me just address some few issues. Mr. Logic going to raise the Nasty C issue. I want to ask Mr. Logic one question. You see, I'm not coming to insult here. Our brand doesn't insult. Mr. Logic, is it trying to tell me that when he goes for events, as whilst he's seated here, anybody that just sees him, if the person comes to shake his hands, he'll just go on and then shake everybody's hands, regardless of he knowing the person or not? Wouldn't it be even strange to just meet someone and then the person wants to be shaking your hand? At least there needs to be some kind of rapport you have with the person. Strangers, if you want to even do stranger, first talk to them first before you even go ahead to say you're even shaking their hands. And then we can say at that point, maybe from Nasty C's issue, which I didn't want to go there, we can't tell. Probably Sarkodie was meant to go and perform. So he was focused on what he was going to do. So in as much as he saw, oh, hi, and then he was going, he didn't really bring to attention that I was coming to actually chat with them. Let's leave that one aside. He was saying that what is the truth? And then I also want to ask him what is the truth. Now, Miss G and Mr. Logic, can you people boldly come and tell us that on your WhatsApp messages, all messages have been replied? You see, sometimes I feel we are not being real here. Even we normal people, okay, that are not celebs, we have a lot of messages, especially when there's something going on. You have a lot of messages that you are not able to reply. And then I liked it from what Bulldogs said. He said sometimes it's not like it's your intention not to reply a message, but then because you are doing something at that instant, you saw the message and you intend replying it later, and then that tends to also goes, let's say you just tend to forget it, and then later it comes to you again. In this situation, we are just not being fair to Sarkodie because he's human. Now, there was a point when Miss G said that is the response they needed, you should tell them yes, you should tell them no. And then Mr. Logic was also saying that you should be able to also, he was also referring to response. What they are actually talking about is not a yes or no decision. You see, it's easier said than done. You'll be the same people on this same Pandit platform, this platform, saying that Sarkodie rejected a feature. You are the same people that will be saying it. You think it's easy for him to just say no? No. Based on what reason? You really come in here and you even be giving us so many theories. Already you've stained him that his arrogance is disrespectful. And you expect him to come and say no to a feature again. Oh, come on. Let's be real. Let's just be real. Looking at what actually happened, Sarkodie is the most featured artist. Now, let's take it into consideration. I've seen a lot of songs Sarkodie has featured on, and those people, excuse me to say, are not stars. They are not legends. They are not superstars. And if Sarkodie was able to come to that level to even feature them, how much more the legends? In our records, when have we ever seen Sarkodie disrespecting legends? Never. It's just that when it comes to the conversation of Sarkodie, there's a whole lot of people that personally don't like him because they wish he was out of the game. He has been in for long. And I said, someone dancing on stage. When you come and you're dancing on stage, it's nice. People want to, hey, yes, everybody. But then, chair was stage now who you and people begin to automatically develop hatred for you because you've been in the game for long. Let me tell you this, from now to forever, Sarkodie's brand is so different from any other artist. You know why? Sarkodie has a nation, has a following. So if you are telling me that Sarkodie will not become relevant, then indirectly you are trying to tell me that Sark Nation, all of us are dead. That is what you are saying. Forget what you are saying. You can bring any other artist you know. And I'm telling you, the artist survives because of their fan base. And Sarkodie's fan base is not 2 people, 3 people. So forget about you thinking, say, there will be a time and you'll be in. Go and ask Jay-Z Dems. Jay-Z doesn't even feature everybody. Jay-Z, it's when he feels like, go and listen to his interviews. When he feels like, when he have that rapport with you, it's when he is going to feature you or give you a verse. In our state, Sarkodie gives verses to people. But in as much as he would love to do that, he can't do everything at the same time. So Sarkodie would make sure that in as much as you bring a verse to him, he will be in the right state to give you the best lyrics. Because right now, he can't just say anything on a beat. That's what you guys want, but that's not how he is. He's moving with principles, and it's high time that Ghanaians will understand him and stop criticizing. And it hurts more when you see these people who have the platform to actually promote, trying to be biased when it's the Sarkodie conversation. And I'm speaking with this from a passionate aspect. Because I feel you are not just being fair with Sarkodie. And you know one thing I love about Sarkodie? You see, whilst people are talking, Sarkodie has never come out to say that someone has wronged him. And it's funny. If you have to even go and check the records, do you know how many people have ignored Sarkodie's messages when he was upcoming? But he will never come out to say. Do you know why he's doing that? He's looking at the bigger picture. Right now, the whole focus of the world is on Ghana. From December till now, the whole focus of the world is on Ghana. And what are they actually doing? They are looking at what they can get from Ghana. And are we selling ourselves in the right place? Right now, we have someone to represent us, and you are here staining his clothes. I like something Sarkodie said. He said one thing about him is, if he doesn't like something you are doing, then you rather keep quiet. But then if he likes something, he will support. Do you know why that is important? In as much as we are all entitled to our opinions, when you know your opinion or what you are going to say is not going to help the situation, it's better you keep quiet. With that, you don't spread more negativity. Now, what we'll be doing on this show is who criticizes the critics. That's what I'm going to be doing. Because I feel it's not because I'm a sack fan, basically, but it's because I'm human and I understand all these things. Some of these people that come to complain might not even tell you the issues they already having with SAC. They'll just use that one as an excuse. Anyway, SAC Nation and everybody watching this, let's end this. I don't want to talk much to prolong this video. But then, I believe you people will take something from me. Let's be human and let's preach the message of positivity and love, and let's not be biased. Whatever that comes our way, we should make sure we put ourselves in that situation first. Now, I'm ending this by saying, he who comes looking for equity must come with clean hands. Thank you, SAC Nation. All the best. Bye-bye.